Harper's comments came via a recent exclusive interview with Newsroom Sport on what is the current selection policy, given the new faces which surfaced in West Indies' 30-man training squad for the potential 3-test series in England. Out of that 30, 10 players have no test experience and would have had one of the most productive regional 4-day seasons in this year's truncated 8 rounds. The approach to selection is somewhat different to the modus operandi of the previous man in charge, Courtney Brown. According to Brown, in 2018, ideally a player is required to showcase consistent performances for at least a 2-year period to be placed in the elite squad, and then the players manage based on the role they play in the team over time. Brown felt that will help to drive more consistent performances from our players is having a second-tier, well-prepared players to put selection pressure on the incumbent players. Some players who spoke to Newsroom Sport had the belief the aforementioned still applied to selection. However, Harper, who was appointed to the job in October 2019, along with Miles Bascom and current head coach Phil Simmons, added clarity. Open quote, "The current selection panel sees current performance as critical to selection, as it is important to select players when they are in form. However, the panel is also informed by the track record of the player," end quote. For players who would have had consistent runs but had in a different 2020 season in the 4-day format, the former West Indies head coach insisted the door is not closed for those players outside of this pool. Open quote, "This 30-man squad was selected specifically with this tour and its quite unique circumstances in mind. A player not in this squad should not feel that they will not be considered going forward, but need to keep on working hard and keep performing at a high level," end quote. Based on the reports, the increased squad pool is a result of the England Cricket Board proposal for a biosecure venue, which means West Indies, unlike the norms of having net bowlers from England or flying in injury replacements, will not be allowed. As such, the inflated squad becomes a necessity. CWI's Chief Executive Officer, Johnny Grave, had stated they will name the touring squad should the tour be confirmed, possibly for July. For the Newsroom, Akim Green.